Hi there, my name's Barry. Sailing Holidays is my company and Flotilla Sailing Holidays are our specialty. They're a life experience like no other. They're for beginners and experienced people alike, and everybody learns something. They take place in the glorious Greek islands and with a can-do philosophy. The following video will hopefully cover a few basic aspects for you. Enjoy. The two greatest developments in boats over the last 100 years or so have been number one, fiberglass, which all our boats are built of. It's made them pretty indestructible. And the other big development is, of course, engines. Engines in yachts were at one point frowned on. Nowadays, they're an absolutely vital part of what we do because the wind doesn't blow all the time. All you do to start your engine is push the ignition and the same button further starts the engine. It's as simple as that. Then, when there's no wind about, all you do is push the lever forwards for the boat to go forwards, up for neutral, and then backwards for the boat to go backwards. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Then, when you're finished with it, you press the stop button and then turn the ignition off. Simple as it, just digital technology at its finest. Pretty much all Sailing Holidays yachts are fitted with mainsail furling in addition to the headsail furling systems with the same objective, meaning nobody has to get up on deck to fiddle about the sails in the event of a little bit of extra wind coming along or unexpected wind. All we do is bring the wind over the beam of the yacht and pull one rope. Now this is one of our larger yachts and I can do it easy peasy. The sails all the way out and then jam it off. We're sailing. When you're finished, open it up again, pull another rope, this time the red one, and the sail rolls away. And it's so easy compared with the old days where you had to pull sails up and down.
Unrolling the front sail is just as easy as the mainsail. After releasing the furling line, simply put the blue line around the winch and pull. The sail will unroll. When you've finished sailing, take the blue line off the winch and pull in on the furling line. All yachts are equipped with at least 2 showers. There's one on the swimming platform, so you can rinse off after having a swim, and one inside. All yachts have toilets that flush with seawater, and everything goes into a holding tank so they can be used anywhere. Before leaving harbour, all boats should be ship-shape. Anything loose down below should be stowed away so that it can't fall over. All boats move around a little and we don't want anything falling over and breaking.
These puffy, soft things are fenders. They're specifically designed to protect the boat and other boats beside you, either side of you, when you come into harbour from any potential damage. Because steering a boat isn't a perfect art, it varies a little bit. And generally speaking, they're, if you like, a device to stop damage. You'll see them down the sides of all boats everywhere in the world. The fenders are hung on the side of the boat with a nice easy knot, similar to a clove hitch. You just take it over the rail, through itself, and it's done. Then, when you're finished, you just pull it a bit like a bow and it's undone again. It's very simple. All of our yachts are fitted with passerelles unique to Sailing Holidays. We make them ourselves. They're ideal for getting on and off on modern quays. All our yachts are supplied with rubber dinghies. Really great for children during the school holidays, just for messing about in boats. They're also really good if you're anchored offshore, maybe in a bay somewhere, just having a bit of peace and quiet. You can come ashore to the village tavernas for a meal and go back to the peace and quiet. All our larger yachts are supplied with 2.5 horsepower outboard motors for their dinghies. The smaller yachts, if people do wish to carry an outboard, they can be hired separately. The one thing that people on the quay waiting to accept your line do not want to see is a huge clump of rope coming at them like this, and you go, ah, haven't tied the end on. What can they do with the pile of rope that's sitting on the quay? We pass it or we cast it. We don't throw it or chuck it, and we prepare. And the way you prepare, we just tie the loose end onto anything convenient. You roll the line up nice and neatly in little loops like this. And you do this it's all about preparation, taking your time. So you've got roughly half of the rope in one hand and roughly half in the other. And you just cast it or pass it like that. These are cleats. We use these to tie the boats to quays and sometimes to each other. There are cleats on the front and back of the boats, and sometimes in the middle. They're also sometimes found on mooring pontoons. Village harbour quays usually have bollards, rings or chains to tie the other end of your line to. Flotilla sailing holidays are a brilliant way to get hands-on experience of using anchors in particular. You use them very often twice a day, and they're very simple electric windlass systems where you've got a button for up with the anchor and a button for down for the anchor. When you stop for lunch or a swim or whatever in relatively shallow water, you can just put the anchor on the bottom. No need to do the traditional thing of digging it in or anything. Bit of chain and it'll be fine while you have your swim. In the evening, you'll drop your anchor a bit further away, and this time dig it in case you get a breeze in the night. Once again, it's just a press of the button to drop it as you come in, a couple of lines ashore, and Bob's your uncle. When coming into moor, once the anchor's been dropped, you just steer the boat backwards quietly towards the quay, pass the lines ashore, and in this case they'll be just looped around a cleat and passed back so you can tie them off on the cleat on the back of the boat. Once that's done, the anchor's secured. When you're leaving, you just lift up the passerelle, slip the lines. Your anchor man will pull the boat out on the push of a button so you can secure the anchor, then engage your engine to motor out to your sailing area. Over the past 40 years, Flotilla sailing holidays have enthused more than 1 million people about sailing generally. We continue to simplify the experience of learning in this warm and friendly environment. Hopefully, you'll be encouraged to join us on one of our flotillas in the near future. See you there.
Well, hey!